Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the most famous human beings on this planet, and I want to ask you a question. Do you know how he made his first $1 million? Do you? Do you know? Do you actually know? I want you to guess. I'm going to tell you in just a few minutes because I feel like how Arnold made his first million is how I'm approaching being a content creator, and my prediction is everyone will do this by the year 2030. If you are a creator, this is your process to become a full-time creator because at this point everyone's going to be doing it. So my prediction is there will no longer be the creator who toils at his 9 to 5. There will still be that, but I think a much bigger chunk of the pie is going to be people like Arnold and people like Eric who did this and people like me. Okay, so this is what I'm focusing on. So I want to play this clip from a Tim Ferriss episode that Arnold did. I think it says 8 years ago. And I do not want to have to edit this video in any shape or form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jerry rig by putting this microphone next to the video, and I'm going to act out what Arnold is saying instead of showing you the interview because there's no video anyway. It's just audio. So let's watch this. Listen to this.
So the not auditioning is really interesting to me, and I knew you were very successful in real estate, but correct me if I'm wrong, you had basically become a millionaire in real estate before your first movie. Is that right?
Not before the first movie, before my career took off.
Got it.
So I did not rely on my movie career to make a living, because that was my intention, because I saw over the years the people that worked out in the gym and that I met in the acting classes, they all were very vulnerable because they didn't have any money and they had to take anything that was offered to them because that was their living. I didn't want to get into that situation. I felt like if I am smart with real estate and take my little money that I make in bodybuilding and with seminars and selling my courses through the mail order and orders, I could save up enough money to put down money for an apartment building. And I realized that in the 70s, the inflation rate was very high. And therefore, an investment like that is like unbeatable, because buildings that I would buy for $500,000, within a year were $800,000, and I only put maybe 100 down. So you made 300% on your money. So you couldn't beat that. So I quickly developed and traded up my buildings and bought more apartment buildings and office buildings on Main Street down in Santa Monica and so on. And the investments were very good, and it was just one of those magic decade. The day you couldn't do it in that same field, there's another.
Okay. So hopefully that didn't come out as cringe as it felt. But what Arnold is sharing with us is the fact that he didn't even make money off of his movies. He knew that before he got into that, he was still doing well with bodybuilding and whatnot. But he did not want to have to take everything that was given to him and just do like strongman Hercules movies and play in and like corner himself into an area, right? So he made $1 million in real estate first, built an empire, a real estate empire that would generate him money, and then he used that to help fund his lifestyle. So that way when he acted, when he chased after all these things, he didn't have to just take everything. He didn't have to, if someone came along and was like, hey, you should do this movie, and he was like, I don't want to do that movie. All right. So he didn't need it. He didn't need the money. He was able to play a different game than all the other struggling artists who were just trying to make it, because people do that. But what this allowed Arnold to do is it allowed him to have security. It allowed him to be able to play his own game, and it led to him becoming a superstar. And I think this is how YouTube will go in the future. With brand deals, with trying to make, if you're just starting out, if you're just starting out, I'll pause in a second. If you're just starting out and you're trying to make it, right? This is me 2 years ago. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make money, trying to make videos. I'm grinding. I'm figuring these things out. You'll do anything for money. My first 5-10 clients while I was running my business, I was just taking whatever. I was writing LinkedIn posts for people. I was making email sequences for people. I was making random videos for people. I was doing everything. I was posting on Instagram, making graphics, whatever. And now I'm at a point where I have an idea. I'm like, hey, this is what I do. And now I'm able to build a business around that service and that offering and that skill set. And now what it's allowing me to do is, like, I'm making my own money. I don't need to worry about a certain brand deal or a certain, I gotta fix my hat, guys. It looks crooked. That's just how this hat goes. And the camera's flipped. Okay, anyways. But I don't have to worry about those things, and I can just make what I want. I can kind of tinker around, and I can do what I need to do because I've got the money to back me up. Now, a lot of people might say, Dino, I've got a 9-to-5 job that's perfect for me. Do I need to do that? And my answer to you, because that's what my brother's doing. My brother, he's got a great gig. He works like once a week in the office. The rest of the week he's at home. He loves his job. It's relatively simple. It's nothing that pushes him too far, that makes him work late or whatever. He's got a great gig. But you know what he's also doing? He's investing in crypto, LOL, stocks. He is like creating a portfolio of things that is going to work for him. And now that's really, really smart. It's really, really smart. I should be doing that. What my parents told me to do, I should be doing that. But anyways, this idea is like, you want to build an asset. And this is what Arnold did, is you want to build an asset that makes you money, that gives you the leverage to do what you want, when you want it, how you want it. Okay? And I think this is how creators are going to go in the future, because you're going to have less of the dudes sleeping in their cars. You're going to have you might always have this, right? I think so, but I think there's a better way to do it. You're going to have less of the dudes sleeping in the cars, going 20K in debt, just surviving off a MacBook or whatever. And you're going to have more people who are realistically creating value and creating assets that make them money, that give them freedom, that give them opportunity to do things how they want to do it, instead of having to do it like someone else wants them to do it. And so this is how Arnold made his first million. He made it off of real estate, and then he started doing movies. And so that's what I'm kind of sharing with you today. That's what my whole goal with all of this is. And a lot of people have said, like, you're not focused, right? For the last 2 years, I really didn't have enough opportunity to focus on my own YouTube channel. I only could do it like rarely. But now I'm finally getting to this point where I can spend more time on my YouTube channel. But I had to focus on building that business and growing it to a point where now I'm here. So I think there's a lot of other people I've seen do this. I just feel like no one talks about it. So if you're looking for a way to become a full-time creator, or even if you're just looking to do YouTube or anything like that, I think this is an amazing path for anybody to create an asset, whether that's a business, a service offering, digital products, real estate. I don't know how to do that though. I think that's the way to go. So yeah, talk to you tomorrow or Monday. Love you.